All right, guys, welcome. We are excited.
We're back.
It's time, man. It's a new year.
It is. It's a new year. A new season brings exciting possibilities.
Hope.
Right? Hope.
Right?
It brings some old faces that we're familiar with from last year. It brings some fresh faces that we're excited to see them ball out this year.
Yeah, lots of fresh faces. It's kind of fun to see, these new kids and how they're kind of coming together. There's a lot of exciting things right now. So.
There are. But before we get too deep in talking about any of that, let's make sure they know who we are.
Yeah, let's kind of lay it out. So you guys, as we get started for this new season, 23-24, we know some of you guys are going to be new to this video that we do. We did it last year, and it was kind of a not last minute, but it was a rushed idea. We knew what we were doing, but we've learned a little bit since then, and I think this year we've got a little bit, more head of steam here.
Yeah.
A little bit more prepared, and so we're excited to offer this and do this here. So maybe a little about who we are. We'll kind of start there and just jump in and walk through that. So you want to tell them a little about yourself and who you are?
Let's do it. My name is Blake Grundy. I am the student pastor at Pin Oaks Christian Fellowship, and we really love and support these students, not just on the football team, but we want to make sure that people are getting shouted out and that they feel like their efforts are being recognized and loved and uplifted, and that's kind of why I'm here, and I think kind of why we're both here, right?
But you're right, and there is a common love for our community, for these kids that are a part of this community, and we also share that because of the role we have. I mean, we both work together at Pin Oaks Christian Fellowship. I'm Phil, and my last name's Morgan. We've got family in this community that are going to these schools, and so investing in our community is really important to us. And it's important to our church, and for us, it's personal. Like we both love football.
Yeah, no, it's true.
We love it. We were counting down the days towards the return of football, both high school, college, and professional. And while I may be a little bit more of a college junkie than I am professional, I certainly I've found that my excitement for high school has grown tremendously over the last 5 years.
Yeah,
So,
well, and it's fun because we get to see these young men grow, right, over the course of their high school career, and we get to kind of be part of that versus just seeing something happen on television.
yeah, that's
and
for
we get
sure.
to see them out in the community and walk face to face with them sometimes, or come across them at the store or whatever it might be, and just say, hey, we're praying for you.
These are quality kids, that's the thing. And it's good to remember they're young men growing up, right?
Yes.
These are not grown men yet. Although some of them are big enough to be this year.
We got some
We got some big boys this year on the team.
some of those guys are straight man child.
Yeah, it's no joke, man. Well, hopefully that gives everybody a little bit about who we are. But I think kind of what we do, you summed it up really well. And it just comes down to making sure these kids know that there are people out in this community that want to highlight their accomplishments.
Yes.
And there'll be a lot of different ways they're recognized, over the years, but to see people outside of the football sphere, right, the football world, taking interest and kind of propping them up and encouraging them and letting them know that it's seen. Like, these things that you're doing are going to be seen. People are going to see this and they're going to be excited by it. They're going to change their calendars, right?
Yeah.
To be a part of it. Like, they're gonna make sure Fridays are booked, are not booked, and they're free, and people are gonna travel to come see y'all play. So this is a big deal, and what we get to do is a small outside part of it. The reality is, not everybody's gonna get shouted out this year. I hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope they do, right? Because that means everybody's working hard, doing their jobs, and excelling. But we got to have thresholds. We got to have places where we start in terms of our rewarding, and our reward is simple, right? And so every year we give out these little stickers with a number on it, and we put them on a large purple helmet.
Very large
purple helmet,
purple.
And very purple, as it should be, right? And then we take that to the home games, and that's visible during the tailgate. We try to make that visible during the tailgate, depending on weather, but we do our best to make sure this is visible to people. But this little sticker becomes the reward for these thresholds. And so we mark their number, we put it on there, and it's there for people to see.
Think of it like a helmet sticker you'd see for like the Buckeyes or any other school that would participate in that, like the Seminoles at one point. I know we're doing that.
Yep.
For Florida State. So that's the idea, is just to do that. And like you mentioned earlier, this is year number 2 coming back around to it.
Yep.
Right, season number 2, and so we've gotten to refine some of those thresholds and figure out and add some fun new wrinkles of stickers we're going to give out, ways that we can shout out the team, individuals, and so. Do you want to jump into it?
Let's do it. Let's hit it.
Why don't you lead us off?
Okay, we'll start with offense because that usually is the one where most people are interested. Points scored, that's a sexy thing, right? I mean, it is what it is. When you're scoring TDs, everybody loves it.
People want to see points on the board.
Eventually, you have to score to win. You got to do it. You can't. There's no way to get around it. If you don't score, you can't win. If you don't score, you can't win. And so we're going to start with our quarterbacks. Our quarterback passing is specifically one of the areas that we're going to make sure to mention every single broadcast, every single video. And the threshold that we've determined going into this season is going to be, we're going to start talking about our quarterback when he starts throwing for 250 plus yards. Right? We're going to give them a sticker for that. Included into that is also touchdowns. But the threshold there is two or more touchdowns in a game. We're going to start giving that a sticker there for that. And then the last stat that we're going to talk about when it comes to our quarterback is his completion percentage. And completion percentage is it's standard across all ages, whether it's college and NFL and high school. This is something quarterbacks are always measured on, is how what's their accuracy, basically. Are they getting the ball where it needs to be? Are the receivers catching? And if the ball's where it needs to be, then the receiver needs to do their job. And so all that combines to create this percentage, this completion percentage number that a lot of quarterbacks are judged on pretty regularly. So our percentage there, our threshold is 65%. So we're looking for, anytime our quarterback is got a completion percentage 65% or more, we're gonna give them a sticker for that. So
I love it. And I'll also say, like, we took a lot of looks last year at statewide stats too. And so we went and looked at, like, hey, how do these numbers measure up against other kids in the state? And so that was part of the refining process. And we looked at and said, hey, 250 yards, multiple touchdown games, 65% or better completion percentage puts you at a high level, even in accordance with any classification in the state. And so that's worthy of being shouted out. So I'm excited about that. I think we got some QBs that are looking promising this year that I think could do some really cool things. Our next category is that rushing yard. Everybody loves to see that ball just being moved, to pound the rock, establish the run, whatever it might be. But a really good threshold for that is 100 plus yards. And here's the fun thing, is for every 100 yards we have a runner run the ball, they get a sticker. So if they put up 200 yards, they put up 2 bills in the game, that's 2 stickers for you. So every 100 yards you get on the ground, you're going to get a sticker. So don't just shoot for 180. Leg that last run out and make it 200. Get those extra 20 yards. Right? Fight for those extra yards. Get to that next sticker. And then every single touchdown you get, rushing the ball. So it's not in multiple rushing games, but if you get 3 touchdowns in a game, you're going to get 3 stickers. Right? And so it's that 100 yards, every single 100 yards gets you a sticker, and every touchdown rushing the ball gets you a sticker. And I think it's a really good threshold that puts you in the top.
On offense, scoring is the goal. Scoring is the goal, right?
And you've got to gain yardage and move the ball to do that.
So that all kind of works together. And the compounding awards, it's going to happen in several of our stat categories. So receiving is another place where that happens, right? 100-yard reception game 100 yards receiving is another one that we're going to highlight, and it's going to compound as well. So 200 plus yards, 300-yard game. Like if that happens, that's a good game for many people. If you when 300 yards of receiving for a player. Oh my
gosh, that's a career day. That's like a Julio Jones going off once a year back when Mount St. Julio would blow.
So the other stats for receivers is also going to be all touchdowns. Every touchdown gets one, and then any game where you've got 10 plus catches in a game. We'll highlight that for all the receivers with 10 or more catches, and so that's another stat line that we'll try to throw in there.
I'm also going to put this disclaimer in there. We reserve the right to add, or alter any any thresholds at any point. Like if we got a receiver that averages 50 yards on his receiving a game, we might just shout that out because that's phenomenal.
And we do that a lot. Like last year there were a couple times where things were happening that didn't seem to meet a threshold, but we felt like we're at least warranted being, mentioned, because that it was different. It was out of the ordinary. And so we'll do that. Like you'll just see that. Like every now and then you'll get this arbitrary stat come out from us. Just roll with it like we do.
Roll with it and just understand, man, we're just showing some love. That's all we're doing. Hey, look, talking about showing some love. Everybody loves to see the flashy numbers, the big receiving yards, rushing yards, slinging the rock around the field, getting the touchdowns. But sometimes people forget about the hog mollies. They forget about the trench warfare, the O-line, the boys in the trench getting dirty with it.
Yep.
And so we've got a couple of stats that we're gonna shout out our O-line for this season. Look, O-line, if you guys give up no touchdown or no sacks, right? No sacks, man, that's a sticker for the whole O-line. That's a big deal. Keeping that quarterback clean and upright, man, that's a sticker.
Yep, for sure.
And so we want to shout that out for you guys. If we have a power line, our power line sticker. If as a team our offense rushes for 200 yards or more, that O-line is going to get a sticker because the reality is the running back didn't do it up by themselves.
Nope.
It took that O-line opening up some holes, getting their helmets to the second level and taking out the linebacking core, making sure that our runners had holes deep into the defense and they were able to gash up there. Yep. So 200-plus yard days combined for our offense, O-line, you're going to get a sticker. And so like we want to make sure you guys are getting rewarded and are having some shout-out opportunities as well. We got some young O-linemen this year that look really
good.
Nasty.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch this line push some people around. It's going to be a lot of fun.
They got a nasty streak in them, too.
Yeah, they got a little mean streak. They got a mean streak.
But you got to.
And I like it. I like it because it means we might be able to give out this next sticker.
Oh, I hope we give out this next one.
I hope we do. We give it out a lot.
Every week.
The next sticker is the They Just Greedy sticker. They just greedy. That's it. They just greedy. That's it.
At what point do they get greedy, though?
Well,
Tell us.
50-plus points, baby.
50-plus points. Yep. I love it.
50. We had 4 of those games last year. 50-plus points.
4 out of 14 games last year.
And so we know we're going to give it out. We believe we're giving that out again, and we can't wait to give that sticker out. That is a unit sticker. That is the entire team working together to get something done. So that's a fun one that we're going to give out. You want to give the next kind of themed sticker?
I mean, I'm just going to say this. I'd love it if we gave that sticker out 16 times this year.
Hey, come on.
Because 16 is that state championship number.
You putting up 50 points in every game. That's
just saying.
That kind of season is crazy.
Just saying. Look, the other sticker is a whole offensive unit sticker.
Yep.
It's our Protect the Rock sticker.
Yep.
No turnovers in that game. No fumbles. No interceptions. No turnovers. It's going to get our whole offensive unit a sticker because that's a team thing. Everybody has to do their job. The running backs have to hold the ball. The line has to protect the quarterback so there's no strip sacks going on. The quarterback's got to make those smart throws. Receivers got to complete the catch. Can't be bobbling it.
And coaches will tell you all the time, you turn the ball over, you put yourself at risk. You're going to lose. If you turn the ball over too much, you're going to lose the game, period. So you got to play clean games.
Protect the rock. High and tight. High and tight. Hold it high and tight. Protect the rock is what we're saying. We should run
some
out.
We should run some drills on our video.
I'm just going to remember the Titans. Roll with it. Roll with it. Roll with it, Petey. Don't fight it. Roll with it. Just protect the rock. That's going to get you a sticker for our offense. So, look, we've got a lot of opportunities for our offense from the O-line to our skill positions, our quarterback, to get stickers.
Yeah, but we gave out a lot of stickers last year on defense. And I'm going to tell you right now, this defense, it is just brutal. And I think the damage they're going to do this year is we're just getting started, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to watch these guys take the field in competition and start unleashing, because I think we're going to give out a lot of these stickers. And the first one is we're going to give out stickers in this category for double-digit tackles.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
Any guy that gets double-digit tackles on defense is going to get a sticker. If we get in a game that doesn't have double-digit tackles, we've talked about how we'll at least take probably the top 3 tackles, top 3 numbers of tackles, and go from there and give those a sticker too.
Because there might be a game or two where look, we're giving out the They Just Greedy sticker for 50-plus points, and our defense isn't playing the whole game, and maybe we got 3 guys hitting the 7, 8, 9 tackle total.
Yep.
They would have gotten 10 if they played the whole game, but they didn't. So we're gonna shout that out.
Yep.
I mean, look, just real quick, I got to give a disclaimer.
Get it.
To all the teams that we're playing this year, our linebacking core owns the middle of the field. That linebacking core is ridiculous. Those are some talented young men in the linebacking core, and they own the middle of the field. And talking, like, if you go ask them, they'll say the same thing.
You may think that you want to carry the ball past your line, but you don't want to carry the ball past your line against this team.
You may think you want to throw a crossing route or a slant
Nope,
route
you don't,
or something coming over the middle.
You don't want to do that either.
It's a smart business decision to not go over the middle of the field against our linebacking core.
Take out life insurance. That's all I'm gonna say. You want to run into the middle of the field. Take out life insurance.
But you know what else our linebacking core and our D line is looking to do?
What's that?
They're looking to penetrate that into the backfield and get those tackles for a loss. And so that's going to be another sticker for these guys. So double digits, top 3 tacklers, however it happens is going to be a sticker. Any tackle for a loss. Look, to our big guys on the D line, if you guys want to get in there and get you 3-4 tackles for a loss,
get it.
It's going to get you 3-4 stickers.
3-4 stickers.
Look, tackles for a loss are a momentum, game-changing play, and they deserve
it's crushing.
to be called out.
It's crushing. Anytime you can bring down someone trying to advance the ball behind the line of scrimmage, it just crushes morale.
You turn a 1st and 10 into a 2nd and 13 or a 2nd and 6 into a 3rd and 11 with a tackle for a loss all of a sudden, and it changes it. It flips the game script, and it puts the defense in an advantageous situation.
Just like the other one, a sack. Anytime you bring the quarterback down when he's trying to do his thing, you sack the quarterback, you're going to get a sticker. And for every sack, we're going to count them up because it's that big of a stat. It's that important. When you take down that leader, right? That one who's in charge of moving that ball. Every time you do that, it says something to that team. It says you can't keep us out. It says you can't keep us down. You better run for your life, right? And so sacks are definitely something we're going to hit. But there's some other stats that we really appreciate too.
There are our secondary. Our secondary is a big thing. Like I said, our linebacking core is going to shut down the run game. I fully believe that. And our secondary has some playmakers in it this year as well. And so secondary, DBs, safeties, corners, anytime you get a pass deflection or a pass breakup, however you want to word it, you're going to get a sticker. Those are big plays.
And an interception. That INT, baby. We can put that in there too.
And the interception. So pass deflection, breakup, or you come away with the pick. You locking guys down, putting the seatbelt on them, making sure they aren't getting away. We're going to reward you and talk about that because those are momentum plays as well.
Click it
in.
Yep. And so in terms of turnovers, forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, same thing. Forcing fumble, being active to the ball, like always thinking about the ball. How do I get this ball? How can we get possession back on the offense? How can we give our quarterback the opportunity to go score again? We're always going to give a sticker to those kind of plays. So forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, they all get stickers. We'll keep in that. Now, there's a special one you got to shout out.
Look, defense, not in our house. They do not put the ball in the colored area of the field.
Stay out of that purple
area,
paint.
The purple on our home field, whatever color they want to paint it at when we're away, don't care. They don't get to touch it. They not in our house.
Yep.
So you shut out an opponent, you get a whole unit sticker. And look, these unit stickers to me are a big deal because that shows that the 11 guys on the field are flying around as one.
Working together.
Each person is doing their job and trusting the person next to them, which is a huge deal. So look, not in our house. And I fully believe we're going to have a couple of not in our houses this year. Maybe more than a couple.
Do that thing and one more. You're never done. You're never down until the play's done. Until you hear that whistle, it's not over. So keep working, keep plodding, and shut these guys out and make that difference. Special teams is the last section we're going to deal with here. The third phase of the game. Third phase of the game, baby. And so obviously one of the most electric plays in football is a return touchdown. Whew. Anytime a guy fields a kick, and runs it back to the house, we've seen it a couple times last year, and it was electric. I mean, it was like lightning striking. The place absolutely just goes berserk, and it is absolutely worthy of the sticker.
And it deflates the other team too.
Oof.
It gets your fans, your sideline absolutely pumped up, deflates the other team. Man, we're looking for a couple of houses this year.
We are.
Go ahead and house those kicks, punt or kick return.
Yeah, but the other side of that is also rewarding guys for flipping the script even without scoring. Like a 50-yard return puts you on the plus side of the field, and that's That's the kind of stuff that we need to have.
Yeah.
You know, especially in some of these big games, you got to have guys that can be difference makers on special teams, and
100%.
And we want to make sure to highlight those. So any 50-plus yard return, you know, is going to get a sticker as well.
So we're looking at all our returners.
Yep.
House it,
Come on,
or flip the field.
Let's get it.
Or flip the field, and like we're gonna shout you out. Hey, another huge play on special teams is a blocked kick of any kind, whether that is a punt or a field goal.
Yep.
A blocked kick is ginormous.
Huge.
All right, like
that could be a game winner.
Plays. Yes,
it could be a game winner at that point. You know,
and we had some of those last year, and so we're excited.
We had some go against us too. Like,
Yep.
I mean, thankfully we didn't lose games because of that.
Nope.
But we definitely felt the pain of that stat. So we want to be on the plus side of that one. We want to be getting that done.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess the other side of that too is we want to see our kickers making some points. Field goals specifically. Field goal's a different animal when it comes to kicking. And anytime you get beyond the 40-yard line, anytime you're doing a 40-yard plus kick, it's a big thing. You know, and it's important to your team. And so we want to see these kickers succeed. And when you do, we want to make sure you know we're going to give you some credit. So any 40-plus yard field goal, we're gonna give you a sticker for that, because that's pretty massive. So
a field goal over 40 yards puts you in an elite percentage, especially in the high school game.
I don't know if I could kick a field goal from 4 yards, just to be fair.
From 4 yards?
Maybe that'd be a fun video for us to do one day, a stat show video, a blooper video to throw out there.
I know I've made a 20-yard field goal before, but that's not saying much. That's not that impressive. That's really not. Like, so 40-plus yard field goal, go make 100% of your field goals. Whether that's one field goal or 7 field goals that you attempt, you make 100% of your field goals. No matter where they happen on the field, you're going to get a sticker. Coming away with points on a drive is big, right? Whether that's 3 or 7. We always want 7, but 3 or 7, we want to get points on a drive, and so we're going to shout you out. You make 100% of your field goals, you get a sticker. You make 100% of your
extra points. Listen, extra points add up, and that's just the bottom line. We might be in some dog fights, and we got some dogs.
We do.
We learned that, didn't we? We got some dogs.
Arr.
Some people wanted to try to attack our dogs, but the dogs showed who they were, right? I think there's a little bit of dog in every one of these guys. And
let our middle linebacker keep his towel this year, for the love.
I mean, come on. It's just a towel.
But he's going to go get it.
He's going to get that towel. If you know. That's all I'm going to say about that.
And if you don't, you'll find out.
And if you don't, you mess around and you'll find out.
You will find out. Making 100% of your extra points is a big deal.
It is. It's a big deal, and it'll get a sticker. And then there's the last one that we're gonna like highlight here before we kind of wrap up. And it's a simple sticker, and yet it is probably most coaches. I won't say it's like a top priority, but I'll say it's a pretty high priority.
It's going to be pointed out in the meeting rooms and in the film session. They're going to talk about it. Gain the edge.
Get that edge.
Guys, gain the edge. Phil's going to tell you about what that means, but we want you to gain the edge this season. You do that, you get a sticker. So what does it mean to gain the edge?
It's all about winning the turnover battle. You know, you have to be on the plus side of that to be able to put W's in that category. You're not going to get a W if you're on the minus side of that stat.
It sure increases the odds at the very least.
Yeah. And so being on the plus side is always going to get that sticker. And so that kind of gives you our thresholds. It kind of helps, I think, the average watcher of this stat show kind of what we're doing and where we're starting when we're looking at these boys and their accomplishments on the field. So anything you want to add before we kind of kick it out of here?
Man, we're excited. We're August 25th is the first home game. Season's going to get rolling. We're going to get started. It's going to be fun. Come out loud, come out proud, come out ready to go. Listen, if you've never tailgated before.
Oh, man.
5:30 on Friday nights at home games for our Coyotes. 5:30 p.m. Come on by. Like, there's cars and people lined up, and it's
food
a community
trucks.
thing. It's fun. There's food trucks,
I know
it's a good deal.
And we're doing a special thing. Pin Oaks will have a tailgate space. We've got an inflatable like quarterback competition, so you can throw the football a little bit at our booth and hang out. But we're also doing a grill master.
Yes, sir.
A competition over the year. And it's real simple.
Come.
People have been asking a lot. So I'll just throw it out here, right here, at tag it on there. Obviously, Pin Oaks sponsors this stat show. And so you'll see some stuff from Pin Oaks happening every now and then. But one of the things we're going to do is at the end of the year, we're gonna award a Grill Master Award. And you can qualify for the final competition pretty easily. We got 6 home games. The first 5 games are qualifying weeks.
Yes, sir.
If you want to put a dish that you've cooked at the tailgate into the competition so that you can win the prize, the coveted $100 gift card, and customized Grill Master grill grate with a Coyote logo on it.
Yes, sir.
You can enter in one of those 5 weeks. What we'll do is we're going to be getting judges from across the tailgate community to come and judge however many dishes we've got. And then the winner of that week has to compete in the final week for their chance to win the gift card and the Coyote grill.
So we'll get 5 champions.
5.
Week 6 will be the Grand Master Cook-Off.
The Super Bowl winner, so to speak. The Super Bowl winner.
Super Bowl winner.
Super Bowl tailgate food, baby.
Those 5 will cook for the gift card and the grill grate, and it's a cool grill grate. We had it custom cut out. It's sweet.
Yeah, it's fun.
We got it in a few weeks ago, and we've been slowly showing people. And
give a shout out to East Georgia Metals for their work, custom metal work. They do some good stuff. They worked with us really well, and I thought the price was just right. It's really cool. We can't wait to show you guys. So come by the tailgate and take a look at the grill. We'll have it out there starting this week, so we can get some pictures with it with the winners and the qualifiers, and then we'll kind of go from there. Anything else that you can think of?
Man, we plan on seeing you guys every home game.
Yeah,
we'll do the studio show. We'll make sure we're shouting people out, but we'll see you every home game. We'll be there.
Let's be rowdy. Let's be proud.
Be proud.
Yeah.
Cheer on your boys.
Yep.
Cheer on our boys.
Let's keep it classy. Keep it classy, Coyotes.
Yeah. let's cheer on our team and make sure they know that we support them, even if it means that we don't have a voice after the game. That may have happened once or twice.
That may have happened multiple times, but that's
good.
good.
You want to wrap us up?
Well, there's only one way to wrap it up.
Go ahead.
On 3, go Coyotes. 1, 2, 3,
go Coyotes.